Victor is preparing to do the unthinkable on Young and Restless, and the jig is up. Sally, we have some incredible actors on this show who make the most of the material, but Young and Restless is disappointingly drama-free and half the stories don't make sense. This week, I'll be discussing things in terms of individual episodes. Monday. The episode on Monday had the most promise in a while. What with Tucker and Ashley finally hooking up, but then Devin came crashing in and absolutely blasted his father, resulted in Ash breaking down in tears despite her protests that her feelings for her ex were merely superficial. In spite of her dismissal, Audra found a job with Newman Media. If this character was going to work for Noah's family business, it would be great if she caused trouble between him and Noah, but instead they're playing her off of Nate and Elena. Tucker then asked Phyllis, who had witnessed Jack kissing Diane, if she was ready to burn it all down as a delicious episode closer. How exciting. On this week's Tuesday Today, the writers quickly quelled any hopes for a Tucker and Phyllis scheme team. Why can't we have nice things? And they pushed Jack to new levels of stupidity by having him offer to commit a crime on Diane's behalf in her plot against Jeremy. Really? It would be easy as shooting fish in a barrel if Diane and Jeremy were working together. I felt bad for Ashley, who despite her determination fell just a little bit for Tucker again and was consequently let down. McCall may have genuinely wanted what was best for Devin and Ashley, but the way he went about it left no room for doubt in either of their minds. So where does that leave him? Trying to make amends, which is not the havoc-causing return his fans were hoping for. Finally, I'm relieved that Devin has taken control of Chancellor back from Lily, who has been acting like she owns the company despite the fact that she does not. Wednesday, although the entire premise is completely plot-driven and incomprehensible, I genuinely enjoyed the acting and subtleties in the breakup scenes between Billy and Lily. Even the parts where Chelsea consoled Billy and he told her about the night on the roof aren't enough to save this story, which has all the same problems. Watching Chance lash out at Abby was incredibly satisfying, especially after she had the nerve to try and embarrass him for thinking she'd moved on with Devin already when, in reality, she's been having sex with him again. The latest developments with Victor were predictable but still horrifying. He plans to ruin Adam because the latter doesn't want to reconcile with the family, and he doesn't seem to realize that his strategy is illustrative of why Adam distanced himself from his father in the first place. Even worse, Victor is dead set on discovering Chelsea's whereabouts. If you don't see the endgame there, you're not paying attention. He'll talk her into leaving Connor with them and getting close to him so that he can use her instability against her to keep Connor at the ranch after he learns about her suicide attempt. From there, he'll be able to incorporate that information into his strategy for readopting Adam into the Newman family. On Thursday, there was way too much chit-chat and not enough doing. If it hadn't been for Chloe's plot to have Nick find out about Sally's pregnancy, I probably would have fallen asleep. It was just a bunch of conversations where everyone sounded like everyone else's armchair therapist. Noah and Nick, Daniel and Lily, Billy and Chelsea. Friday? Is he finally coming to his senses? Kyle observed that Diane got a kick out of pretending to be someone else. She is not terrified of Jeremy and has successfully manipulated Jack into committing a criminal act on her behalf. He should have followed that thought through to its logical conclusion. That's right, she wouldn't have Jack pay the guy off, but she's cool with him doing this. Create some coherence. Sally almost got caught with the pregnancy vitamins out in the open, but she was able to stow them away before Nick found them. Thanks for noticing, but spoilers indicate that we won't see this until next week. What do you anticipate Nick's reaction to be?